Well, math, physics, and hands-on. Exactly.
And then what year did you enter the apprenticeship program?
85.
85.
In RAT 134, believe it. I was so green, man. My first job site was at the airport, 85, with Robert Stage Electric. And the job was just so massive. I mean, my God, there was about 100 people from Robert Stage and other contracts also. But I got exposed to the big jobs like right away. And it was just kind of amazing that the equipment and all the tools, like the big conduit benders, I mean, 3-inch conduit benders. I mean, just like, it was just amazing to me. You know, also cable pulls. I mean, just like gigantic cables being pulled by tuggers and machines. I was fascinated by that. Four or 5 years. Yeah, I did the American Airlines back box, miles and miles of conveyor belts underneath the ground. From there, the United Terminal, Delta, cargo buildings, the post office, the people mover train. Oil field, left there. Then I went to Hewen, Navy Pier. I built the first Ferris wheel. Outside the Skyline stage, the parking garage. And then from there, the Lawson YMCA downtown. And then from there, the Sears building in Hoffman Estates, yeah.
The Sears Center?
Exactly,
Okay.
yeah. I was there for quite some times. The Children's Memorial Hospital. Because everybody knows the Ferris wheel. That's what Navy Pier is known for. But on top of that, I came to the school in 1997 as a full-time instructor. I was referred by Russ Ponder. I said, why me, Russ? He said, because you're fair. Man, so yeah. So I took the responsibility on that and became a first-year apprentice. I think I was 34 years old at the time. Yeah, so I started the program, I was thinking it was early 20s. My first class was conduit bending, math, codes, motor controls. Every class here I've taught. Back then, we started giving college credits out. So we had to go to school, get our degrees. So I went to St. Xavier's, then to the Labor College in Silver Spring, Maryland. And from there, I got my bachelor's in labor studies. And then I asked to go back to get my master's, University of Baltimore, in legal and ethical studies. Yeah, so on top of that, that's when I got promoted to, from becoming an instructor to, my title now was outreach. Well, typically, they have typically their parents aren't tradespeople. So typically if your dad's electrician or carpenter, you follow your dad's lead. Now give them a little exposure. And that's why Jumpstart was created. Me and Tony Griffin, he taught at one time. We approached his alderman. He at the time lived in Roseland. And we asked if he could use our office to hold a class for 2 evenings. He said, no, I'm on board. So we had roughly 20 people show up for Tuesday and Thursday. Out of pocket, we paid 2 instructors. And they took our tests. And out of 20 people, like 15 made it. Record breaking, right? Took the results back to John Donnie. He said, man, keep building it, man. So we talked to the alderman. She said, go to West Side. Location West Side, South Side, West Side. Then, just like that, it became a household name. We just got getting calls from aldermen and state reps, want to jumpstart location in our neighborhood. So I went out west, went out south, went to Dawson Tech in Bronzeville, Went to Westside Tech in Pilsen, St. Sabina's Church. Also, I'm in the south suburbs in Fort Heights. And went from 20 people to like now, like almost 250 people. And was giving me my household name. And I was walking on 79th Street one day in the Walgreens. The guy said, Mr. King, I remember you, I took your Jumpstart class. I said, how'd you know the test? He said, I didn't take the test. I said, why? And I said, well, Jumpstart gave me enough confidence to get my GED. I did it. I said, well, I get it. At that point, it was just not about what we do, exposing people how we do it, tell them what's the requirements to take a test. I'm behind you. Jumpstart, the first thing is that is go talk to people one-on-one. This is what we do. These are requirements. This is what to expect. You all in? Yes, no? Okay, this is our test, okay? We go over the mathematics, the paper folding, the mechanical computation, all that kind of stuff before the test actually happens. Jumpstart was created to attract more females and minorities. And just that fast became a household name. So now people who come there, everybody's welcome. We use the big multi-purpose room right next door. And it's kind of comical because we don't turn anybody away. And you come and we give our spiel and we give you a diagnostic exam. And based on the exam, some people just start walking out the door. The same for me. I'm over my head, whatever. But you stay there for 3 days and at the end of your session, we'll give you a certificate of completion. I'll do a presentation, and first of all, they're impressed with my title. I said, it's no big deal, man. I mean, I go to work every day. If they can teach me, they can teach you. And that's how I did my stuff, I like math and stuff like that. Physics, I mean, this is physics, right? You can get shocked, or how to produce electricity. And that's how it goes. And just little baby steps. We'll give people hope that free tuition, a guaranteed job, and stuff like that, and benefits. I mean, because I had no idea I would go to college. I finished high school, I said I'm done. Well, I typed up my apprenticeship, I said I'm done with school. But then I got a chance to go back to school as an option. But it's not, you can go back if you don't have to go back. You can be a journeyman or a foreman or an estimator. I mean, you can stay in the electrical industry forever and make a good living off that. Every class we've gone through so far, people say one thing. If I knew this when I was in high school, man, like Chicago Bills. I mean, just being that young and being exposed to what we do is life-changing. Okay, oh my God, in the past 17 years?
Hundreds?
About 1,000. Oh, it's mandatory. It's mandatory. I take high school students here all the time for tours, and they also look at pictures in the walls. And being high school age, they look and say, man, it's all white guys. That's their first impression. So I'm assuming they think, well, that's not for me. But they walk down to the hall, and just that fast, you start seeing more people of color, and also more females. At that point, they say, they'll feel a little better about themselves. I can do this. Oh yeah, now we are. Exactly, yes.
When did that change?
About 25 years ago, maybe longer, yeah.
What was the reason for that change?
Well, the world is changing. It's the right thing to do. Yeah, Russ Ponder, Sam Evans, the Harson brothers, Reggie and Derek, the Rayborn brothers. I mean, it goes on and on and on, right? I mean, just I'm on their shoulders. You know, I got a text last week from one of my guys. He just made superintendent. Hey man, congratulations! You deserve it. His response was that I'm on your shoulders.